And we're talking about burnout like it's no big deal. People are saying we should just overcome it, but we have research that shows that there are increased issues for coronary disease, that there's increased risk to type 2 diabetes, that your emotion regulation skills go down, that even the gray matter in your brain gets smaller, that the amygdala, the part that processes fear and anger, gets bigger. So your brain is devoting more time to negative emotions, yet it can't overcome them as easily. So these are big issues that we really need to actually look for solutions and not just talk about this like, we all have burnout. So what's the big deal? Because 80 to 90% of people have it, right?
It's true, and I hope that if I'm sharing my story, it gives others license to do the same, because mental health is still so taboo.
But I would love it if you could share the 3 Ps that you highlight in your book so that people out there who are starting to feel burnout, maybe they can negotiate that due to the experiences you've had and have shared.
Yeah. Pause, process, and pounce is where I learned how to deal with difficult situations at work. You know, we don't learn this stuff in school, but it's all really skills-based. And so pause, we never regret a pause, like we never regret a workout, right? When you have a tricky email, we've all been there and sent a note that we regret. So pause is the first one, and then process, which means to just write out the story real nasty. Like if your coworker got a raise, you think to yourself, you know, that audio tape that plays, I suck, I'm the worst, my boss hates me, my coworker got a raise, they're gonna live large, they're gonna have the most amazing life, and I'm gonna die alone, broke, and homeless in the gutter with cats. And what you have to do is just look at that and cross out everything that's editorialization. And what you're left with is just the facts. And the facts are none of that other stuff, but just that your coworker got a raise. And then finally, how to process and pounce on that situation is, I suggest coming up with a pros and cons list that's weighted, because we often come up with a pros and cons list, but not all of the things in each category are weighted equally. So if you're thinking of leaving your job, not being able to feed your family is not the equal weight as having a sweet ping pong table in the office, right?
I love that. Thank you so much for
you
sharing.
so much.
And obviously so many more tips in the book. You're all going home with a copy of Nicole's book, Becoming Superwoman.
The doctors.
12 years in!
The prognosis you prayed for.
For the first time in public, I want to see if she can take a few steps.
This is so scary.
The treatment you needed.
You look fabulous.
It's the daytime talk show that's been your cure for over a decade.
That is literally taking the lives from their community. I can't believe that this is happening.
With the issues affecting your health right now.
It is not housing, it is not economic inequality, it is a health crisis.
I lied to you, and I lied to you. I have a truth that I'm going to reveal.
The Doctors, on call for season 12.